Isn't that awesome? Your story, your impact. I'm Pam Oxendine, the board chair of the Power Dance Foundation, and I want to share with you a little bit about the impact and what happened with us in the last couple of months and during this time. It was amazing, but you were a part of it, and I want to share and thank you so much for what you did. But I want to tell you just a little bit about what happened. My daughter, I have a daughter, Christina Oxendine, I have another daughter, wave your hand, who is graduating from the Duke Fuquay Business Program. And she found out that Debbie Allen was going to be the speaker and told her sister. And then we found out we had a parent, is Ashley here? Yes, maybe. That made arrangements for them to perform. Simply just wanted to perform for Debbie Allen. That was the goal. And all of a sudden they're offering tuition scholarships. Now they offer tuition scholarships that doesn't pay for flight, that doesn't pay for housing, that doesn't pay for transportation, that didn't pay for the chaperone that we sent. So I was like, okay. At the same time, we had an organization that wanted to meet with me, and I was like, okay, had no idea that they were looking to give us money. So they were the ones that first seeded into, and that was the $15,000 we received their recital. Okay, that got the kids in the air. That was the flight. We still had, me and Wani Taylor, who has been assisting me with the foundation, we figured out that we needed 40,000, but we really needed 50. And we were like, okay. We had to put our faith in place. It was faith, we said. We looked at each other and the other board members and said, we can do it. We can do it. We just gotta put it out there. And then we started getting coverage and coverage. We had, within a couple of weeks, we got to 15, 20,000 at the recital night. And then within another week, you got another 10,000 coming. It just come, but you did it. You did it. You gave 10, you gave $20, you gave $100, you gave $1,000, you gave 5,000, you gave whatever you could. You did it. You guys did it. Every little bit counted. Every little bit was important. Each one of the dancers put a page out, and each the family members gave. You did it. You made the difference, and we're so appreciative. And we wanted to just share this night with you, just to show you what you did, the impact. See what we can do when we come together as a community. We came together to send these kids. Now, it took, to send 6 kids, it took 50 plus. Now, it was 50,000 for the 6 to go. Now remember, Debbie Allen gave us tuition, so it's really more than 50,000. So that gives you an idea of the cost and the money we have to raise, and not just for the enrichment programs. We still have the tuition scholarships that we awarded. We have the boys class that we do. We have a lot of other things that we're planning to do. So we want you to continue to give, because we want you to see what you're doing, what your gift is doing. It's so important. But that's just the impact on one program. We have many programs on that. Empower Foundation and Empower Dance Studio is doing amazing things, and you are a part of it. We also have Jamie Oxendine, who works with the studio, is going to come share about the impact. And so is Tina, who's one of the instructors there. They're going to share with you the impact that the Debbie and Tissa program had, and also Wani, who's our chaperone. Now, we're very particular about, we're a family, so we're particular about our kids. We were not going to send our kids out there without a chaperone. So you paid for that too as well. So that was a part of it, and that's just the way we do things. And the Empowered family understands that. So you guys come and share what you saw on your end, the impact.
Hi, my name is Jamie Oxenden. I work as the office manager, and some of them I've had to do a couple different activities, even from the last summer. They were very timid. They outspoken. They were still just kind of learning themselves. When I saw them go, I said, okay, great, let's come back. But as they came back, I have literally dealt with the artists. I have two of them working as employees, and they have literally grown so much. I mean, from example, McKinley, who I've had for a year. Well, we had her dancing here for a while, but just to see her grow alone, just in so many different ways, using voice and her skills to do things. They have literally put in a lot of work and have a lot more ambition after coming back. It's really, really cool to see.
Hi everyone, I'm Tina Vasquez, and I'm one of the instructors. I'm also a dance mom. I'm a dancer too. These kids came back a whole new ballgame, for sure. Nicole and I often geek out after a session or a class or two, just talking about all of our creative vision. Nicole and I are artists at the core. We're educators, but we're artists. And we've been working up to this moment. It feels like, I know Nicole forever, but since I've been teaching for 3 years, to get to a place where we felt creatively stretched as artists. And we finally gotten here, where the dancers have reached a level of professionalism, not just in their technical abilities and aptitudes, but their focus and their interest. They're on the next level. They're on another level. We're looking at where can we professionally present them? Where can we technically challenge their vision of their ability to create in a space? How can we channel their story and their identity through their movement in ways that they never even knew that they could? And they're doing it. It is so impressive to be with them. I get chills every time I get a Thursday night and I get to hang. So much so that they have to remind me, Miss Tina is 8:30, she left us out at 8:15, and I'm like, really? Where did the time go? They are my heart, they are my pleasure, they are my joy, they are my honor. They are what keeps me going as an artist. So this program was incredibly instrumental because they were able to see what was out there and to see that they're on the mark, and sometimes even beyond it. They have it. So I'm just very humbled and grateful that I'm a part of their journey and a part of the instructional staff that gets to cultivate that within them. Thank you.
Hello, I am Wani Tyler, and I had the opportunity of chaperoning. So I served as parent chaperone for our group from Empower, but not only that, I got to serve as dorm mom as well to about 30 young people that stayed in the dormitory. And not only that, I got to, once young people know you care, right? They reach out when they need assistance. So really, any of the young people that needed help while we were there, there were lots of times where people were injured, so like injury reserve, I'm getting ice buckets, all of those things to support them in their journey. And it was a pleasure to do it. And what I just wanted to share is, as a parent, it is hard to let your baby go across the country, right? It is hard. So I really appreciated that our parents trusted me with that responsibility, and it was really an honor. People are like, well, how did you do it? It was a privilege for me to be there and support them and watch them grow. And the biggest thing that I took away from that is simply the resilience and grit that these dancers have. They are amazing. And anytime I wanted them to stop, regroup, no, they wanted to keep going. They went out there laser focused and ready. So I just wanted to say how proud I am of our dancers.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it over to Nicole to introduce the next section.
Well, thank you all so much. I am excited for you all to hear a little bit from the dancers about their experience. We have a panel that is moderated by the wonderful public media specialist, Miss Susan Scott. She's a major name in the world of communication, but also she is a very close friend and a big sister to me. So she's a person that I count as a somewhat, which if you know me, I am a big sister, so there's not many. But she's also been very supportive, even from helping us backstage and everything. So I'm excited for her to really dig into our dancers and ask questions and yes, all the things. I'm gonna turn it over.
Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Susan Scott. This is not about me. It is about you, and it's about the dancers. So, as relaxed as we all were, I saw those of you who got down on the floor with the dancers. That's great. Let's use our words and be just as relaxed. So, the first thing I thought I would do, now maybe you all know, but I don't. What I want to do is ask, I'm going to call your name and ask the dancers to just let us know who you are. And if I mispronounce your name, correct me. The other thing I can promise you is I won't ask all of you the same question. Isn't that boring? There's a question and then you just go. So I'm going to try to give you a little variety. So first, who's McKinley Brown? Does everybody know McKinley? Okay, this is McKinley. Is it Nazia or Naziah Harper? Naziah Harper. I don't want to make any assumptions, but who's William Hill? Ashanti Bellamy? Kayla Sutton? And it seems that would leave Lauren Tyler. Okay, so look. Yeah, no one is there. Would anyone say what was your scariest moment on the journey to LA? Okay, I'm gonna do ladies first. You go first and then we'll let William go. You want to, okay, I can run to you. I know how Oprah does it.
Okay. My scariest moment was probably interacting with other people because I'm a shy person. I don't talk to people. It's hard. But I guess when you start talking to people and interacting, it's definitely more fun and you enjoy yourself going through it.
I would say she's not a shy, she thinks she is. William.
Hello, the most scariest moments for me was probably the commitment to waking up every day at 7 o'clock, going to dance from 9 to 4:30. It was scary because I'm not typically into that dance pattern, so when I was getting to adjust to it was kind of hard.
That's great. That's really great. I think the thing that I think about the most when I think about Empower, and Nicole mentioned that I've done some volunteer work. Don't ask me why, but I love the little babies for recital day. Like I'm back in the back with the little babies. And so I'd like to ask, what would you say to the littlest dancers who are hardcore? Whether they're good or not, but they know they know they want to dance. What advice would you give us, a young dancer?
I would just say don't give up, even though it can get really hard sometimes. Keep going because you're good and you can only get better from where you're at. So just keep going and keep pushing it and keep doing your best.
Okay, so since dance is about life, and it seems like I'm picking on you all, but I'm not. Are there any dance secrets? Like, I don't know, like, let's say you have a costume malfunction. Did any costume malfunctions happen in LA? Oh, you can't tell us? Okay, that's all right, that's okay. what was the easiest thing that you did while you were in LA? Besides the food, I saw all the pictures. So don't give me food, but you can give me anything other than food. Why don't you guys answer?
The easiest part was probably just having fun, because I love dancing, so having fun, doing it all day was just enjoyable for me.
The easiest part for me was probably
That's okay.
Why don't you tell us anything you want us to know about your experience?
that on the first 2 days, we had to like go to bed at like 2 because we had to get used to the time difference.
I mean, you know what? Jet lag is real, and to learn it at a young age. So here's the other thing that we'd like to do. First of all, is there anyone who has not answered, or you heard a question and you thought, you know, I really want to answer that? Anything that I pose that you really want to answer? Yes.
For the first question about the hardest part, for me, I would say moving from level 2 to level 4, because I was really, really nervous about that. I didn't know what to expect, but I got adjusted to it, and I think I did pretty well.
I saw a little encouragement here. Was there something else that you wanted to share?
My hardest part was probably getting over my injury, because like when it first happened, it was like I thought I wasn't going to be able to dance, but like pushing myself to stay in class and take notes and eventually get back on the floor was really an encouraging part for me.
Anything else before I'm going to go to the audience? Because audience, you know, they might have some questions. Are you guys good with that? If we ask the audience, okay. So please use your outside voice. I've always wanted to say that. I see your hand. Ma'am, can you, right there on the end, your outside voice. Yep, you.
Hey, I want to know what kinds of dance you guys did, if you can name all of them. I'm very curious.
Somebody pick on the shy person first.
Flamenco, Dunham, ballet, tap, hip hop. Some people did jazz. Contemporary, modern. We did a couple of master class. Oh right, African. Right. Salsa. Oh, musical theater. That's it.
Okay, as I go down the line, I want to know, is there another answer to the question of what you did? Because I have a question before I go back to the audience. Okay, y'all, it's Debbie Allen. Who geeked out the most? Who on this panel geeked, besides Nicole, geeked out the most about Debbie? I believe it's a six-way tie, even though all the fingers seem to be pointing here. Okay, audience, who else? Okay, you know I gotta get this mic to Pam, y'all.
The white party at Debbie Allen's house. I want to know about that.
This is an inquiring minds want to know, and I am gonna let you pass the mic right down the road because we all want to hear from all of you. We saw, who was dancing with Debbie Allen's husband? Okay.
The white party was very fun. I expected her house to be bigger, but
That's a party house.
It was really fun getting to see everybody
everybody from the intensive out there having fun and interacting with each other, like outside of the classroom, and getting to have fun with Debbie Allen and Mr. Nixon was really fun. I'd say seeing everybody outside the studio, like that's what made everything more fun. Everybody was more relaxed. Even the teachers, there was like out of their element, out of their studio element. It was really cool, and there was a lot of activities too.
I like that there was a lot of food, and I liked seeing my friends.
It was fun. We like did a lot of activities like musical chairs, and, like a model walk, and Miss Allen gave away $50 to the person, $50 or $100 to the person that won musical chairs, which is actually in the audience.
Like people's outfits were nice. And when Miss Allen said white party, she went all out with the white wig and everything.
I feel like I shortchanged William, and I want to make sure William gets a chance to. We're not talking about our house thing.
The white party was very fun. I like dancing with all my fellow dancers and just getting to know everybody outside of this.
That's great. Nicole's gonna have to let me know what time. I'm coming back to you, yellow lady, but first.
I'm really curious, especially in light of what Wani shared about you all. What did you find out about yourself as a result of this trip?
And for me, what I found out was basically where I wanted to go with dance. Like, I decided not to put a limit to where I want to go and just figure out how far I can go from right now and make myself ready for it.
I found out that dance is something I really wanted to do because I'm in my junior year of high school, so it is getting time that I do need to find something I want to make a career in, something I want to pursue, and just spending all that time around the dance environment and being there, I decided I wanted to do something in dance.
Anyone else? Commissioner Howard, a pleasure to see you.
Great to see you as well. So my question is, given that you've had this great experience and been out of the classroom, you were out of the classroom for a while, how difficult was it to get back into the regiment of the classroom?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's called a twofer question.
To be honest, it was very easy to get back into the dancing spirit. I just wanted to, I want to be in the dance room, so just being there brought my spirits up.
Since no one want to talk, I think it was very hard because dancing for a month every single day was very tiring when I was tired, and I would like to sleep all day.
That was very honest. I want to give people in the back, I want this side. In the middle, right here. No, you're in the front. Yeah, wait. Oh, hold on. I see it. Yeah.
So proud of you guys, and you look beautiful and handsome. My question is, can you talk a little bit about how your time training at Empower helped prepare you for this particular experience, and then what your confidence was going in, you know, being around dancers from, I'm assuming, across the country, and then your confidence level having completed the intensive?
Who wants to go first?
I think Empower prepared me a lot for Dada because, especially in ballet, which is one of my tougher dance styles, I realized that a lot of the technique that we were similar to what we were doing at Empower, so it helped me to be prepared for what they're gonna give us.
Is the instruction that you all gave us, was that assigned, or is that the area of preference or interest that each of you has? Like when whoever gave us the flamenco instruction, or how did that come to be? Is that your favorite?
Empower prepared us a lot for what we experienced at Debbie Allen Dance Academy. Everything you do at Empower is going to be repeated there. Just put your best foot forward and try your hardest.
Anyone else want to answer the audience question? Yeah.
I would say, so since it was in the summer, Empower had a break, so we wasn't dancing. So before we went, we had a week intensive, and I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard, and I was second guessing about going because the intensive was so hard. But it actually prepared me a lot for Debbie Allen. A lot of what we did at Empower was done at Debbie Allen.
So as I look for the next question, one of the things I want to say is, as a community member, is sort of coming to you. This is such a great incubator around community, around life development and connection. So I have always admired Empower, but this experience for them has simply exponentially elevated the appreciation I have for this training.
Okay, absolutely super. So looking at you guys were probably I was probably roughly your age when the Fame television series came on. So my first question is, have any of you actually seen the actual television series? And if so, did Debbie Allen break out that walking stick?
Swear to goodness, if there was a walking stick, I would be upset that nobody shared that right up front. So, yes, who has seen Fame and or how have you been influenced by it? Okay, back to Fame, right? You did ask about Fame. Fame, have any of you all seen the...
She had no stick. But she definitely, when we did physical therapy class, she definitely worked her way around the dance with giving corrections, yelling, everybody together. Yeah, she's very, she's very short. But like her voice was just everywhere, it was just so intense because she was just yelling a lot.
A slight imitation of what Miss Allen was like, and she was correcting. Thank you, Jerry.
As we were like doing the musical theater rehearsal, and me and the other guys, we had to march like we're men. I mean, not what, no. We had to march like we're in the army. Shut up, William! Right foot, right foot, right foot, right foot!
All I have to say is y'all all know, y'all all came to hear that. So, there. We have time for one more quick. Lady in the hand up, white shirt, yep.
Hi, I have a question for Ashanti. When you spoke earlier, you mentioned that you went from a level 2 to a level 4. Can you talk more about that?
So I think it was like the first or second day of the intensive, and Miss McDonald and Mr. Rasta came in and they were watching their class, and at this point we all were in level 2. And it was kind of like an audition, sort of, to see if we needed to stay in that level or if we needed to go up or down. So we all did the audition, and William and I moved up to level 4, and Kayla, Kazaya, and McKinley moved up to level 3. For me, I would say I was scared in the beginning, but I just decided to like put my best foot forward, even if it was tough. And I knew this is what I wanted to do, so it would help me grow in the end.
I would like to ask you to do something. Please look at each of them. I know that you saw them, but see them, right? See who they were, who they are, who they're going to be. And I would personally ask you, they didn't ask me to do this, please invest in your community and continue to invest in the importance of arts and dance. And specifically, please share about the Empower Dance Studio and Foundation, because it's not just these children or your children. If you want the community that you envision for your children, I'm asking you to invest in it so that other people's children can have this kind of experience. And if somebody doesn't invite me back to do the Misty Copeland version of this show, we don't know something. Thank you all very much.
Present the dancers with a special certificate from Debbie Allen, signed by Debbie Allen, Carrie McDonald, and Dolores Bond. William Hill. McKinley Brown. Messiah Harper. Ashanti Bellamy. Kayla Sutton, and Lauren Tyler. This was a certificate of achievement for their achievements this summer. And I'll transition it back to our dancers and my mom. So Messiah Harper, come on.
Hi, you guys enjoying that so far? We got amazing here and stories. We're gonna talk about what we're gonna do next.
As you guys may know, I'm Messiah Harper, and I'm going to briefly inform you guys of the research that I had found about the next summer programs that we're looking forward to. I have researched over 12 programs that will be influential to our dancers. Those programs will include Joffrey Ballet School, Dance Theater Harlem, Martha Brown, and Steps NYC, which are all held in New York City. We also have the University of North Carolina School of Arts in Winston-Salem and American Dance Festival in North Carolina. And we again would like to see another group to Debbie Allen Dance Academy for next year. As you may know, one of the barriers that we face is the cost of these incentives. Our goal is to have our dancers to be able to take on any opportunity that will increase our talent and love for the artists, which is why we reach out to you guys for help. The average tuition for these intensives is between $2,000 to $4,000, and housing is between $1,500 to $2,000. During our stay in LA, we find ourselves taking on extra expenses, including food, water, physical equipment, dance wear, and travel expenses. We are fully aware of the size of the donation we are asking to do, which is why Empower Foundation is always open to any type of donation yearly. And we would again like to thank you guys for your investment in our dancers and finding the artists.
So as you know, this is a fundraiser and we got extra for money. But we wanted to show you the impact that you have made, and it's been amazing. And it's important to continue to give. To get an idea, we are working with a couple of corporations. We are working with those who have given grants, and we have several here who have already given to Empower and continue to still give to Empower. So we want to make sure that we look at things like monthly giving. Monthly giving is very important. If you're not one saying, well, Pam, I don't have $10,000. Well, you may have $100 a month or $25 a month. It all adds up. So you can go on our website, Empower Dance Foundation, and you can give there to be a sustainer, being a monthly giver or one that helps with the tuition. Over this past summer, we awarded 22 families with tuition scholarships at different levels. So we want to continue to maintain those, but we still want to be able to send next year for summer, like Messiah mentioned, some of the lists that they have. And I have faith, and we have faith in Empower to know that the monies will come in. We know that. But everybody participates. We have parents that give. We have amazing parents. We have those in the community. when we were at that 40,000, knew we needed another 10,000. ABC aired it on the news, and that brought in additional monies for us to be able to maintain the kids. So we continue to believe, and we know that together we can do this. Together, we're going to send a whole nother group of kids. We're going to send more kids next year. We got young ones sitting in the audience now going, I want to go. They're sitting there wanting to go. We're going to make this happen. We're going to do it together. If you have any questions or comments, anything like that to share with us, to help us be able to reach these goals, we'll be glad to see you. Amanda's here, she's on the board as well. We have a couple other board members, Malcolm Riley, who works with our corporations, those that, he's working with those also that may be on a job that has giving on the job as well. So we have several that have ideas that want to work with the fundraising committee as well. So we are looking to work together to make this happen. So I appreciate every single donor, and if you are a donor, I need you to stand. I need you to stand and be recognized. I don't need you to recognize, and we thank you. We could not have done this without you. We could not have done it. We're very appreciative. Nicole, do you have any comments?
You mentioned the little ones. I wanted to make sure, are there any young dancers here that have a question for our dancers on stage?
How did it feel to be in Los Angeles?
It was hot.
It was definitely, it wasn't that hot. It was different being like on this other side of the country and getting used to like the time change.
I don't know, I didn't know how to travel that far. I don't know.
It felt good meeting new people.
It was good. It felt like it was like a comfortable place for me. Like it didn't feel like I was so far away from home, which made it not as bad.
It was nice. We got to go to Disneyland, see things.
One more question from a young dancer.
How many days were you guys there?
Something.
We got there June 23rd, and we came back July 24th.
Questions from the little ones all day, but we're gonna, at the end, if you want to talk with any of the dancers, please feel free to come up, talk, and ask them questions about their experience. They have lots of things to share. We've talked through a few things, so please feel free to ask your questions. I would love to take the next generation, and I can't wait to prepare the next group to go and do these programs.
Somebody that wanted to make a comment, and if you have a donor that wants to share, you're welcome to come.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Esther Glenn, and I have the honor of being Naziah Harper's second grade teacher. And I will say, Naziah, I am extremely proud of you and your growth and your stick-to-itness. It just amazes me how beautiful a dancer you are. And I almost cried when I was at Centerfest, when I saw you all dancing. It really touched my heart. One of the things I want to share with the audience is, earlier this year, Kamala Harris came and visited our school her motorcade, they went to Durham Tech. There was a special presentation at Durham Tech. Well, when she was leaving town, and this was the day after the State of the Union address, she was in Durham. She got out of her motorcade and she came to greet each and every child that she could, high five, fist bump, encourage them in staying in school, pursuing their education. And that impact was phenomenal for those students to say that the vice president came and greeted them. And so when I first heard that they were going to the Debbie Allen Academy, I was like, I have got to support this. There is greatness in these young people. They have been in the presence of greatness in Debbie Allen. I saw that documentary about her with her husband and her daughter. I was like, oh my goodness. Debbie Allen is to dance what Serena Williams is to tennis. Don't underestimate her greatness. And yes, Fame was incredible, and I heard she did act like that. Lonnie and I talked at Cinefest. So I just want to make an appeal, because these are young people, are somebody's students. And we as teachers, we have to understand that we have to pour into these students beyond when they're in our grade, because we do impact their lives, and how we treat these young people when they're young, it has a definite effect on them. Kamala Harris's first grade teacher came to her graduation from law school. She kept in touch with that teacher all that time, and that teacher came to the inauguration. So that's the impact. And I know we may have some teachers in the room. I just want to encourage you. And even if you know your child's teachers, talk to them about what your students are doing. Because there's a lot of teachers that I feel at my school should have been here tonight. They should have been supporting Messiah. Even the former principal, I believe she should have been supporting Messiah. They know that she danced at our school. Yes. Yes. So
Okay, we have to wrap it up. I didn't know if I had one more person. Dance therapist. I'm almost 70, and I continue to dance with the grace and dignity of my years. I knew this woman would let me speak because I asked her if she was Nicole's sister. I continue to dance, and I do know Nicole. I'm no longer an active therapist. Several years ago, I don't know if you remember this, we were performing at the same place. We had a group of students, and I was there. Okay, I've danced outside of Philadelphia, that great city, Decatur, Illinois, Louisville, Kentucky. I've danced in Connecticut, and I've also danced in New York, NYU School of the Arts. Dancers can be tough. Dancers can be disgusting to be around with. They can be very, very competitive. So when I got over to the Visual Arts Exchange and I heard that there was going to be a dance company in the next room, I rolled my eyes. It was a space that was not, here we are. I mean, there was plenty of space around. I rolled my eyes and I went, oh, what am I going to do? I mean, I don't want to hear them do warming up and doing all the things that we need to do in order to be dancers. And then it turned out to be Nicole. There was this vibe of we're doing this together. We're going to be in this room, and you're going to be in this room. I applaud you
for the growth that you have gone through. I applaud you for taking the risks that you have to put yourself out there to go. Why did I become a donor? It was the quality with which this woman modeled that we work together. It's that quality that each of us brings to our dance team. And so for you, I applaud you. That's why I'm a donor. That's what empower is, is quality. Thank you. You just put it in the right hands. Because I know for a fact that they saw some ugliness. You did. I know. Because I know what my daughter went through with dance. And she was determined to create something that was not like that. So when y'all got out there, y'all got sitting you. But for a minute there, I thought she was gonna put y'all back on the plane and send you home. I thought I was all ready. I said, Lonnie, I know my daughter. She don't like what's going on. She'll send the kids back home. But she says, no, Mom, they need to see this. So I know you saw it. This dancer explained the quality. And that's what it is. And you won't find this. You won't find it anywhere else. Thank you. William?
I just want to make a comment on living with these 5 other people. It was a lovely experience. Getting to go to make the family for a month and get to know their different personalities and living with all of them. It was a lovely experience, and I love you guys.
I would also like to add something. It was great being able to get to know everyone because when we went there, we barely talked to each other. And now we're all always hanging out, always talking. They were always in my dorm room, never would leave. And it was just great being able to get to know each other and spend time together.
I guess I'll give a fun fact. Me and Caleb, we did our makeup next to Debbie Allen for the show. Thank you guys for donating though, really.
Thank you so much. I'm going to revisit our slideshow put on by McKinley Brown, and thank you all for coming. We like to end our classes the same way. We like to end our events. Everybody stand up, and I'll have you all as dancers lead us in, everyone in the Empower Circle.
Okay, reach onto our footing and stretch your arms to the side. And on 3, we're going to say empower. 1, 2, 3. Empower.